what had happened was, then we're gonna do like a late night chat. Hello everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to another daily vlog and welcome to another video. So if you're new here, I do put out a new vlog every single day. We're doing daily vlogs for the year 2023 and we're halfway through. Welcome though. I'm glad to have you here. Today's gonna be a little bit different, but I think it's gonna be really fun, so stay tuned. So it is now like 10 o'clock at night. What had happened was, there's just not been a lot to show you today. I'm going to kind of recap what happened and then we're going to do like a late night chat. Just get all the kids to bed. We're going to chat it up. I asked you some questions over on YouTube community and on Instagram. So I thought we'd have like a little chat, hangout session, late night style. If we were just sitting at home late night having a talk, this is what you would get. So stay tuned, you guys. Let's talk about the day because it's been a really great day, but just not a lot to vlog about. So we got up this morning and we had 6 kids here. One is like 13, so I don't know if she counts the kid. We had my kids and then my nieces and nephew, and we had to get everybody ready for church. And we went to my mom and dad's church, which is the church I grew up in. And it's always good, like going back, and seeing people and friends and stuff. And we got to go to church. Nate they have a great special needs program. I've told y'all this before, at my mom and dad's church. And he's actually about to be too old to go in the children's church anymore. Technically he was too old today, but because it's kind of chill during the summer or whatever, it's not like individual classes. It's like I don't know, they don't have small groups, I guess, in children's church during the summer. So he was able to go and hang out. They said he did a really great, he has like a buddy, and she's trained like special needs teacher, and she said he did great. And then the little boys got to go in the class together, and of course Lucy and Millie, the girls, got to go in a class together, and I got to sit and enjoy church. And today was actually my old youth pastor last Sunday. I don't mean old as in age. When I was in youth group, he was my youth pastor. He came to the church when I was a junior in high school, and really great friend of ours. Me and David served with him in youth ministry as like volunteers back when we were first married. He is just a great friend of our family, and he's moving on, but it was good to get to be there for that and get to hug him and tell him bye. That was really cool, and he spoke today, which was great. And then we were planning on going out to lunch, and we pulled up to the Mexican restaurant and they had no power. And so we just decided to come back home, and the kids played. I took a nap. Like, it's one of those naps where you like crash. Mark fell asleep, and then I just completely like crashed for like a solid hour and a half, and it was really nice. And then we got up and it wasn't too much longer, and the girls went to VBS. They're having VBS at mom and dad's church the next couple nights, and they went and had so much fun. So I took them to that, and then the nieces and nephew aren't spending the night with us tonight. They'll be back in a couple of nights, but I went and picked up Lucy. She had so much fun. She's very tired though from a busy day, and got them all to bed. So that's kind of our day in a nutshell. David had a great service too, and I've been keeping in contact with him and talking a lot today with him, and just checking to see how it went at church and all of that. So everybody had a great Sunday. That's kind of where I've been today, but I did ask over on Instagram and YouTube, if you're not subscribed, you probably aren't going to see the community things. Sometimes I post pictures over there, or I'll do like a quiz, like questions for you to ask or whatever. And the only way to see that, I believe, unless you just frequently check my channel's community tab, the best way for you to know when that goes up is to be a subscriber or to hit that bell, or both, because you will get in your subscription feed my post. So I asked you guys if y'all had any questions, because I knew today would be a shorter vlog, and y'all put some good ones out there. I think there's gonna be way more that I can answer in one single video. So we'll just kind of chat about a little bit of it tonight, and then the ones on Instagram I'll get to. I'll try to pick out the top ones I saw, and I answer every single one. We'll just see how many we can get to. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Not every day is super exciting and there's montages and there's updates. Like, we really just chilled today, besides going to church, and I can't really show you all that. We just really hung out, let the kids play. That was it. Then the girls went to VBS. So let's get into the questions. No particular order. And I told you guys in a couple of vlogs ago, but I do have a whole playlist of Q&As, and I think they're really good. There's some that me and David did. Gosh, it's probably been 3-4 years ago, probably more than that. And I've been going back and watching them. So if a lot of questions we've answered together. So I will link that down below again. But okay, this is from, I don't know if I should say your names. Let me just say the questions. This person said, you said that your parents took you to every state throughout your childhood. Which was your favorite, and what is your favorite memory of those travels? Yes, I have been to every single state in the United States, and we did it in clumps. So one summer we went out west and did a lot of the western states. We went sometimes we would go up north, and we just kind of pieced it all together till we had been to all. My favorites, that's hard because our country is so beautiful and there's so much variety in the United States. I mean, we have mountains, we have beaches, we have desert, there's just so much. Some of my favorites, of course, Hawaii was the best trip, I think, because we got to go on a cruise in Hawaii. We went for my graduation of high school. It's so fun and so beautiful. Other than that, I don't know, I really liked the New England states. I would love to go back to that area. It was just so gorgeous. But I enjoyed the trips to out west, when we went to Texas and New Mexico and all of those. I really enjoyed that. Probably it was hotter, probably not quite as much as some of the cooler states. I remember visiting Maine, and that was super cool. We went to Alaska when I was 12, 13, maybe a little bit older than that, and that was beautiful. So just lots of good memories, and it's a really great just gift that my parents gave us, and it's really encouraged me to think about maybe not doing that much with our kids, because I don't know if we could afford it, and I don't know, that'd be a big undertaking, but to travel with them more and to do vacations with them, and to, even though it's hard and it's over a lot of planning and all of that. And I will say, not all of our summer vacations were fancy. My mom and dad worked hard to give us the best time, and we had a great time, but it wasn't like we were staying in what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be a fancy trip. I try to tell myself this. You don't have to stay in the nicest hotels and all that. Your kids, just to have the experience of seeing new places and trying new things, that's such a gift. Okay. How do you split chores, and how do you organize a cleaning routine? That's a good question. We don't really split chores. I do most of our chores because I'm home, but David is so good about, if I'm overwhelmed, he comes to me, and I can tell you the very first thing he says, what can I do? And it's such a gift because he really means it too. He's not just saying it. And I know he wants to help, and so I know he will do anything. He will clean the toilets, he will load the dishwasher, he will. And so, sometimes as a mom, we can feel just overwhelmed, and there's a lot going on, and you just feel like you're never going to get it all done. And being able to delegate, or if he sees something's not done, he'll do it. He'll get up and unload the dishwasher. He kind of knows my routine, and I feel that we don't have a cleaning routine, but what we do is have a daily routine. So every morning we unload the dishwasher no matter what. And every night we run the dishwasher no matter what. And that keeps our kitchen really under control. Before bed, we try to pick up a lot of the stuff that's out, the little toys and all that. And that keeps so much clutter down, just kind of picking up daily. And then usually throughout the week, I'll find time to clean the bathrooms and stuff like that. But I usually, because David works outside the home, try to take care of a lot of that stuff. And then he usually takes care of the outside stuff, although I like to help him do it too. So we tag team a lot of stuff. We don't really look at stuff like, here's a split down the middle and here's your side and here's my side and nobody can touch each other's side. We just work together. And I think that's how it should be. Like, marriage is definitely a partnership. It is not like, I don't know, it's always worked for us not to have like delegated tasks, but to just work together, even though we sort of have like what we usually do, if that makes sense. Okay, this is a good one. How do you feel about letting your kids go to other kids' houses when they're new in town? Would you let Lucy go to others' houses, or trusting other parents? That's a good question. And I will say it's case by case basis for me. Almost never, no, almost never, especially if we don't really know the parents, would we be okay with her spending the night, or any of our kids going to someone else's house spending the night, because you just don't know. You don't know what's going to go on. You can't trust necessarily just anyone. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So we feel most comfortable not really letting her spend the night at other people's houses at her age. Now, she has before, and it's been circumstances where we felt comfortable, or the people, but definitely not brand new, like we just met them and we're comfortable. Mostly it's been family, and you just can't ever be too safe. I grew up going to sleepovers all the time, but I feel like it was a different day and age, and I don't know. It's you can't be too safe, I think. If you could go back to work doing anything you wanted besides being a mom, what would it be? Your dream job? I don't even know. My dream job, I always said, was just to be a mom, not just, that's a full-time job. And if I had to do something outside of the home, it would be some sort of content creation. I love what I do on YouTube. I love the creativity of it. I love the outlet that it is for me. I love connecting with others, and I don't know that I would pick something that wasn't related somehow like this. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, because I enjoy being a stay-at-home mom so much. I enjoy being there when my kids wake up and go to sleep and take naps, and I'm there and we do fun stuff in the summer, and I'm not tied down to. That's why I love what I do, even though it is a commitment to do a daily vlog every single day, and that's something I came up with. No one's telling me to do that. I have the freedom to travel with the kids. I have the freedom to be there if they're sick. If I'm always there, and that's what I've always wanted. So I'm super blessed, and we sacrifice so that I can do that. Okay, how are you finding living in Arkansas? Is everyone settling down? Yes, we really love it. We're getting settled. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is probably some it's like some type of Mexican food. And if it wasn't Mexican food, it would be Chinese food. I love Asian food. I also really love Mexican food. So don't make me pick. Don't make me pick what. Like tacos, nachos, like I love it all. Enchiladas. And then I also really love, it's probably like Chinese American food, let's be real. What's my favorite meal to cook? That's a whole different question, and I'm not really sure what the answer would be. My favorite meal to cook? Probably just something I know that whoever I'm cooking it for is really going to appreciate it and love it. Some of my favorite meals to cook are ones for my husband that I know like he's really going to like. Even if I don't necessarily like them, knowing how happy it makes someone else. Cooking and food is a way to show love. It's a way to do something nice for someone else, and it's like it brings back memories. So either something that someone's really going to like or something that brings back a lot of memories. Like I love making recipes from like my grandmothers who are no longer with us. My nanny's pecan pie, and even though it never turns out exactly like hers, my Meemaw's cornbread, even though I don't know the exact recipes because we never really we can't ever make it exactly like her. But just those recipes that remind me of people I love, or the way to show love to someone that's still in my life, or I know my kids are gonna be really excited about it. That makes me happy. Dream vacation. Dream vacation. So this has changed over the years because I always said Italy. I would love to go to Europe. I would love to see like different cultures and explore, and I still would. But the thought of like going on this big vacation and like go, 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 walk, 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 see the sight, see the sight, see the sight. That's not the place I'm in right now. If we were to have and put money into a vacation, and I'm talking about not with the kids, it would be something like another cruise, a trip to the beach, something I could just really relax and unwind. And then maybe when they get older and we all could go to Italy, or when I get a lot older and I'm not as busy on a normal basis, and that sounds fun to go, 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 go. But I really would like to see different parts of the world and experience different cultures and stuff like that. But a dream vacation right now is just like getting away with my husband and relaxing. So, a dream vacation with the kids would be a Disney cruise, 100%. But I just don't know with Nate. I don't know how he would do on a cruise, and I don't know if I would be able to fully relax if we took him on it. It would be a trip, that's for sure, and they're so expensive. But I would love to take the kids on a Disney cruise. My favorite Bible verse. I'm going to tell you what it is, if I can find it, because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, here it is. Psalm 37, 23, and 24. This is one of my favorites. Don't make me choose. There's so many good ones, and it depends on what season I'm going through, but this is one of my favorites. It says, "The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them up by the hand." I love that. I love the part that says he delights in every detail of their lives, because I don't know about you, but there are certain times where I think like, God doesn't care about this. Like, God, I know you have bigger things to do than to worry about this little detail in my life. But he does. He cares about every little detail in your life, and that's just how good he is. And he works all of those little things out for our good. And it's kind of surreal to think like that, because I don't know. You just think the God of the universe, why would he worry about this little thing that's going on with me? But he does, and he is so faithful to work all those things out for good. And even though we don't always see what he's doing, when we look back, we can see his work. And there's so many times over this past year past years, where I feel like, God, what is this? What's happening right now? Like, where are you? Do you not see what we're going through? Do you not, and then you look back years later and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I cannot believe God completely worked out that situation, or he did this through that. And it's just, it's really cool to see him work. Okay, we're going to do a couple more, and then we'll do some more in another vlog, because I know this is getting long. Couple of questions on intermittent fasting. How did you know that intermittent fasting was best for you, and how did you get started? It just made a lot of sense to me, like the science of it. Thinking about how we eat as a culture all the time. Like, our culture eats from the time we get up in the morning till very late at night. Like, we don't have very much time where we're not eating. And if you read about the blood sugar and the insulin and what that does to your body, to me, it made so much sense. And also, not eating is a lot easier for me than trying to moderate stuff. And so it it just was like an aha moment when I found intermittent fasting. How I got started was I just started elongating my fasting window. So I didn't start right in with like fasting 20 hours, I fasted 12 for a little while, and then, I bumped it up, and I felt really good, so it was easy to bump it up. The best tip for a beginner was the next question, and honestly, just try it, and don't go from 0 to 100 if you don't want to. Some people do fine jumping in and going, to a long fast, but most people, you have to kind of get used to it because your body is so used to it, especially if you're one that eats breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, going from that to like really limiting the amount of time you're eating, it can be shocking. And so, try what I did for really to start was I just started skipping breakfast, making my fast start at lunch, or not my fast, but my eating window start at lunch. And then after I got good at that, I cut out lunch and then just saw how close to dinner I could get. Maybe I need a snack before dinner, but I'm able to fast till 3, 4 o'clock. And then it just became easy to do it longer. And I will say, I have not been doing that great with intermittent fasting. I kind of got off hold on. So sorry, guys. My battery was dying. That's how long I've been chatting away. I got off track with I was doing this really kind of strict eating plan. Then I got COVID. Then I fell off the wagon, and I'm fine with it. Like, it is what it is, Then we went out of town, and I've been fasting breakfast for the most part. There are a few days that I've eaten breakfast. And then, I've eaten pretty much lunch and dinner. And I don't feel as good. I will tell you, I do not feel as good as when I fast longer. And I don't know, like I'm still kind of trying to process what I want to do in terms of when I get back home. I really felt great when I cut out sugar and flour. But then I also wonder, like, should I just go back to intermittent fasting and not worrying about cutting out sugar and flour, because it is hard. That is hard. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm still kind of thinking about it. But I will tell you, I felt really great when I did intermittent fasting. And also what I love about it is I don't think about food all day long. And it is really easy to do it because you don't have to do the special diet. And when you go to functions and church events and all of this stuff we have, it's hard to be on a strict diet. You either have to just not eat what they're serving or like kind of pretend to eat what they're serving. And, it can be awkward. So, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like attention like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking and praying about it, but if you're interested in intermittent fasting, I would definitely recommend reading Delay, Don't Deny by Jen Stevens, and also Fast, Feast, Repeat by her. And then watching on YouTube, if you want a free resource, Dr. Jason Fung on YouTube. He's kind of who I started watching to kind of even learn about intermittent fasting. And it's pretty unreal, So maybe I'll do like a combination of fasting and trying to eat within the perimeter of not a lot of junk, but also giving myself, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to work it out. But I will say, intermittent fasting is the only thing diet-wise I've done long-term for a year. But for me, the weight loss is slow. The weight loss is not a huge amount of weight. And, I'm at the point now where I just want to get the weight off. So, I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to process it, but that's our late night chat, y'all. That's it. Tomorrow we'll be back to our normal scheduled vlogs. But it's been a good day. And the kids are just amazing travelers, and they've been getting along really well, and they've been little troopers and happy, and so they love, visiting Grammy and Grandpa, and then Nani and Poppy, and all of that. But we definitely are missing David and Layla, so we'll be just here another few days and then headed back home. It's crazy. So anyway, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your morning or run or whatever you're doing. You're cleaning, you're driving. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you all so much. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe if you're new. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, everyone needs a friend.